She said, your only job is YouTube. That's not true. Hey guys, it's luvableviet and I'm back. So if you haven't yet, I actually linked a few videos on video as well as down in the description bar for you, just in case you haven't caught up with my life. So I am doing the assumption tag today. In the last video, I actually asked you guys a few questions and I told you guys to make a few assumptions about me, and I will answer them in this video. I actually started that via Instagram, so I'll be reading a few things that the Instagram family has assumed about my life, and a few of them are via email, a few of them are via Facebook, and so I'm just gonna try to link it on the video. I'm really not sure how to use Instagram. I'm not really that great at it, and so yeah, I don't know if I can like transfer whatever I have on Instagram on here, so bear with me. In this video, I'm only gonna read a few. If you enjoy it, maybe we'll do a few more via live show. This way, maybe you can get to know me more, okay? So, man, I'm still trying to get over this nasty cold. Okay, let's get started. So here are a few replies that I guess people have replied to me on my Instagram stories. I'm just going to read out a few as well as answer if it's true or not. Let's start with the first person. This is Tracy Kanglin. She said that your only job is YouTube. Tracy, unfortunately, I do more than YouTube. YouTube doesn't pay me enough. I'm so sorry, but you know, I'm just not popular. I don't have enough views for YouTube to be my main bread and butter. And yeah, I wish I could make a living off of YouTube, but YouTube is just, you know, play money. It's kind of like side money. It's great when you want this and that, but it's definitely not something that can pay the bill. I know it seems like my life revolves around YouTube, but it actually doesn't. YouTube is the 1% of my life. When I was working, or when I was, you know, doing things on YouTube, you know, growing up, my real job, my real hustle was a website. The sales that I could generate from people watching me on YouTube, they would buy the things that I sell, and that's where my bread and butter was. And after I got married, I went into real estate, and now I guess my main bread and butter would have to be managing properties and developing them. So that's what I do now. Tracy2468, she said, you are spoiled, you're high maintenance, you are very confident, and you've always been pretty. Okay, I was never spoiled. I spoiled myself. At 15, I started working already. I mean, I started working at 11 to 15. I was a babysitter, and I literally didn't have a childhood, and anybody who knows me would tell you the same. And at 15, when I started doing nails, I was making a lot of money, like a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot of money for a girl that age. And I guess I never needed my parent to buy me things or to do things for me. I just kind of learned to do that thing myself. I mean, I really enjoy spending my own money. That, and like, if you ask something from your parents, you have to do a certain thing, you know? But if you make your own money, then you can spend it however you like. You can't say anything about it, which is my favorite part. You are very high maintenance. I am high maintenance, but since I pay for everything myself, I think I have the right to be high maintenance. And being high maintenance is a choice that anybody could make, you know? I just feel like it's okay to take care of yourself, but I feel like people think I'm high maintenance just because I want the best of everything. Every human being out there wants the best of everything. I am very confident. Actually, I'm not confident at all. I actually have very low self-esteem. I always second guess myself. I'm actually never sure of myself. The reason why I'm confident in who I am is because I work really hard to become her nowadays, but I was never this confident. And you've always been pretty. Actually, no, I've never been pretty. To be very honest, I was bullied because I was an ugly child. I always had a boy haircut. I wore boy clothes all the way till 6th 6th grade, and to be very honest, I was never the pretty one. If anything, I was always the ugly duckling, and guys just never had interest in me. It wasn't until 7th grade that I started dressing like a girl that I realized being a girl is very privileged. I mean, you get so many things, right? And guys open the door for you, and people are just so forgiving, and people are just nicer to prettier people. So I guess I focused a little bit on my look because it made my life a little bit easier. And I guess when you've always been the ugly duckling and you always get, you know, picked on, bullied, and almost beat up most of the time, it feels kind of nice for people to not like make fun of you. So yeah. Tracy2468 also said, you are very strong and independent. I am strong because I have to be, and I am very strong. And I am independent because of my upbringing and because of my past. I don't have any other choice but to be strong and independent. Ooh, this is a good one. This is by jdo_XOX. You put your family happiness first before yourself. To be very honest, I put everyone happiness, health, and well-being before myself. I feel like that's something that I resented about myself because growing up, I've always put everybody's happiness, what they wanted, before me. It would be my parent, it would be my sister, and then it would be what you guys wanted, and then it would be me. My happiness and what I want would always go last. Later on, I guess, when I became married, I put my family, I put my children, I put my husband, and then I put, you know, everybody else, what they would feel, what they would want, what they would need before my own. And I was never, I guess, in the equation, and that burned me out to where I felt resented. And there was a time to where I guess I fell into depression, and that was self-inflicted. And that's why I'm such a big advocate for self-care, because you have to understand you cannot pour from an empty cup. So it's okay to give, but you have to have something to give, so you gotta take care of yourself. And that is something that I guess I've learned the last year while I was away and really burned out. But I am back. I think I found a good balance between my happiness as well as everyone else's, and I feel like a brand new woman, and I'm definitely happier. And I kind of want to share everything that I learned with you guys this year. Here's a good one. _Mian11. You speak broken English. Maybe. If you can understand me, then I think I'm doing okay. And something that my mother told me, you know, back in the old day when I used to make fun of her because I felt she had an accent, she told me that anyone who speaks broken English speak another language. So you can't look down on someone that speaks one more language than you. If English is the only language that you're speaking, darling, you are behind. Okay, so 89 Days of Summer said, you've never failed hard. Lowest point. Now, I've never hit the rock bottom in what you do, life, career, love. Okay. I feel like partly this is my fault for never sharing my sadness with anybody, but that is not true. I have hit bottom more than once, and that's the thing, you know, anytime you're an entrepreneur, you're going to fall and you're going to fail pretty hard. It's just you don't share with anybody. One of the things that I do have to tell you is at 21, I was down to $200 in bank account. And my parent was away for a funeral in Vietnam, and I did not know what I was going to do with the mortgage. I honestly didn't know what I was going to do with the car, how I was going to do with, you know, school. You know, I thought I was going to go back. I just didn't know where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do in life. I just didn't want to be here anymore. Thank you for YouTube, which is why I'm so thankful for YouTube. During that time, I landed some products that sell really well, and within that month, working, I feel like overworking saved me from myself. I literally slept only 4 hours a day. I was always networking. I was always replying to emails. And the first thing I thought to myself is, I have to make it. I have to take care of my family. And within just 1 month, I think I pulled in 30,000 in it. The next month I double it. And then it continued and it continued. And I realized the more people I cut out of my life, those leeches that I felt were my friends that were just not. When I started cutting the negative out of my life, I rise. And I found a new me. I found this boss babe. I found this business person. I found my calling, and I threw myself into my business. It was nothing I would ever imagine. It was so much more. And I met so many wonderful people along the way. And from that experience, I think I created a new me. Well, I guess I grew into who I was supposed to be. The reason why I want to share that story with you was I've never felt that low in my life, I guess. And I just really didn't want to be there anymore. Like, I didn't want to exist anymore. That was how bad, I guess, I felt. Everything that could fall apart fell apart. My relationship fell apart. My goals and my dreams, it didn't work out well. And my family wasn't doing well as a unit. And everything that could happen happened all at once. And because I made it, I became stronger as a person. And I mean, later on I'll go into the stories and I'll tell you about it, but I don't want to get too emotional right now. Sienna plans. You have a nanny. No, I don't have a nanny yet. I do have someone in mind that I want for them to be a nanny for me. They are part of the family, and I don't actually trust other people with my kids. And so it took me a really long time for my husband to talk me into getting help. But we are getting a nanny, and it's gonna be one of his older aunt. And this way I would feel more safe that, you know, no one is harming my child, and I can also help her out financially. And so I feel like it's, you know, it's a win-win situation. So when she does come back from Vietnam, yes, we will sit her down and talk to her into being our nanny. So yes, your assumption is right. I do have a nanny. Ash Lesu said, you are a morning person. I am a morning person, and I think I became a morning person when I was 21, and I went through a struggle. And I guess not being where I was freaked me out so much that I developed insomnia. I literally could not sleep because when I slept I would always have nightmare. And there's a lot of health problems that I guess I ran into. That's why I really want to promote mental health with you guys. If you're healthy mentally, you can overcome so many physical health problems, I guess. Because I wasn't healthy mentally, it created a lot of health problems. It's kind of like a domino effect for me, and I don't want to go back to that part of my life. But yes, because I woke up early, like I would work at 4 a.m. and I don't go to sleep till, like, you know, midnight, maybe 1 o'clock sometimes, because I'm on that 20-hour a day worth of work. I guess it really did screw up with my sleeping schedule, and it continued all the way till now. And I guess though it built my work ethic, it destroyed my ability to enjoy good night's sleep. So sometimes I do have to, like, drink a cup of wine just so it can help ease me into going to sleep. Or sometimes I would take some cold medicine just to not be up. So Dutch mommy of one said, you are a perfectionist. So after having children, a lot of things changed. I mean, like, physically with me, like, so many things has changed. I don't feel like the same person. I'm actually so much more calm. I am so much more, like, cool and collective. And I just don't react the way I used to anymore. I definitely was a really hot temper and short temper too, and I'm just not that way. I mean, I'm just so much more kicked back, and the perfectionist thing, it multiplied for me. Like, I became worse. I became like very nitpicker, and I like to plan things so meticulously that even I'm annoyed with myself. So yeah. Lisa V924, you don't regret having Kara, but you wish you would have waited longer to have the second one. To be very honest, I don't really regret having Kara early. I don't think I wanted to wait. Prior to getting married, my husband and I actually talked about the children, you know, part, and we did want to have 2 kids right away back to back, and then we wanted to wait a year and a half and have 2 more and then be done with it. Unlike normal people who kind of go with the flow, my husband and I are very meticulous planner, and we have a certain structure and a certain family plan that we follow very closely. We have worked this out, you know, even while we were dating, and when we got married, we're just pretty much going through our blueprint and building it one by one. Nisa May 12, you are a very strong woman and competent person. You have a clear vision of what you believe in, though I thought before you're just a rich girl. Nisa May, thank you so much for taking the time to getting to know me, to see me more than what, you know, what I put up on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you for actually getting to know me and taking the time to know me instead of getting or being biased, and I really appreciate it. You have all brand name everything. That's not true. I do wear normal people clothes. I don't have all name brand. I enjoy the name brand because those products or those things, they tend to last longer. They're more durable, they're better quality, and the pieces that you buy that are name brand, they are less gaudy looking and they survive through time better. So yes, I do own a lot of brand name stuff, but I also own like regular people clothing that, you know, you wear around the house. Like, I don't wear this dress around the house, guys. I do wear like a t-shirt and my husband boxer. You know, let's be honest, we don't look like this going around the house, okay? There's me that looks like a homeless every day inside the house, or there's me that looks like decent like this. You know, there's no in between. There's no me in a cute sunny summer dress prancing around the house. No, there's me as a bum, or there's me as me. There is no in between. I'm sorry, that's just what my husband married. He accepted it, so I married him. This is by Be Free and Open Your Heart, I believe. It's a really long username and I couldn't look through the whole thing because that you are a great mother, wife, and friend. Thank you so much for that. I do feel like I am a great mother. My husband told me many times I am a great wife, and I know deep in my heart that I am a great friend because of what I would do for people who would do nothing for me. So I feel like who I am and my true confidence comes from my own personal self-reflection, because I see myself, I live in my body. I do want to thank you for seeing that in me and not seeing the glitz and glamour that I guess we are, as guru, taught to portray in order to attract more viewers. Catlin _ Alexis22, you are very wealthy. I'm doing okay. I'm doing quite okay. I have more than enough to get by. KKXZ, non-assumption, but how did you lose all your pregnancy weight? You look amazing. I did not lose all my pregnancy weight. I still have 20 more pounds to go. When I delivered Kara, I was at 184, and right now I'm at 140. So I did went down a good 44 pounds, but I do want to go down to 120 again. I don't like my weight right now, and I don't like, you know, how wide my hip has gone. But according to my mom, after you deliver, your hip will change and it will not go back to how small it is. So I'm still trying to find my comfortable, I guess, weight range, and I'm still trying to find comfort in the way I look. I mean, I know that as a mom you're not gonna look like how you did at 21, but I would like to still look my best. I'm not saying looking skinny is looking your best, because obviously you can still look very fit and be 120, but my ultimate goal is going back down to 120. So I will be doing a journey video where I have been vlogging on, you know, week by week of me trying to go back down to my pre-pregnancy weight. Okay, so moving on to the comment section, because I did have a post on my Instagram. People can comment just so you know, it's easier for me to screen grab and put it up. Gorgeous Flaw said, I feel like you have your life together and you're happily married. Honestly, I do have my life together. I do know what I want to do with my life. I do know where I want to go from here. I am very happily married, and I truly feel blessed with the life that I've created for myself. Ready B said, you will change your major when you go back to college. Wonder what your deciding factor that you didn't want to continue your degree before. Okay, so the degree that I went for was a biotech degree, so it's biology major, chemistry minor. You think about getting a degree just so you can have financial security, so you can take care of yourself or those around you, or just so you don't have to worry about, you know, putting food on your table or a roof over your head. And I feel like it kind of forced you to choose a certain degree just so you can maintain or have a certain lifestyle. And I feel like that was what I did. I felt like I just went into medicine because I felt like it was a sure path. It was a guaranteed path for me to have a good life, for me to care for my parent. But I only went into medicine not for the love of medicine. I went into medicine because I was naturally good at it, and I didn't have to work very hard, and there was a lot of money in there. So I went in for the money. But then when I realized I could make more money as an entrepreneur, which I did, I was like, maybe this isn't for me. I don't want to go to med school, have a big debt, and then what do I get? Just a degree to hang on the wall to say, hey, I'm smart, look at me, I'm a doctor. So I'm like, no. So I dropped out before because of one, you know, our family went through a financial crisis, and I wanted to help bail them out. And two, it wasn't where my heart was, so it wasn't hard for me to, I guess, let it go, because I myself wasn't in love with it. And I'm glad I let it go, because I found something much better. And now that I am married and I am more financially secure to where money is not an object for me anymore, I have the ability to go back to school to learn, because I want to, and I do want to. I want to go back and I want to learn, and I would like to get a law degree. I would like to become a real estate lawyer. And the difference between before and now is, before I would go into school because I want to get paid. Now I want to get this degree because I want to learn. That's the difference. And when you want to learn something, you excel so much better. And if I can make more money in that field, even better. So the brightest light also assumed that I have a nanny for the babies. To be very honest, no. I don't have a nanny for the baby. I take care of them. I have been taking care of them then, and I'm still taking care of them now. I do have intention of hiring one of my auntie to come take care of the baby, because I do not trust other people taking care of my kid. I am a tiger mom, and I only trust family, so that's why, yes, I am going to have a nanny, but she is within the family. Thin Win said, very lavish and close to perfect, but also stressful because you strive for the best and are very ambitious and determined. Yes, I do live a very lavish and close to perfect life, but because I live such a life, it is very stressful, because anytime you want something, you have to work for it. And anytime you don't get it, it's stressful, because what I want is very hard to get. And because it is hard to get, I want it. And because I want it, it's very stressful, because I'm not gonna give up till I have it. So yes, it kind of all coincide with one another. And I am very ambitious, and I do plan on, you know, talking to you guys about what my grand ambition is in a later video. And I am very determined to achieve it. And my ambition and my determination is the reason why my husband fell in love with me. Passion ZB, you are the definition of perfection. No. I'm actually a very flawed person that is trying my very hardest to perfect what it is I don't like about myself. Victoria Gabrielle, Lavish Life. But aside from living a comfortable, lavish life, I watched you when you first started your channel and saw you bloom into the beautiful woman you are today. Thank you so much, Victoria. Thank you so much for being there in my journey. I feel like YouTube really did help guide me in the right direction because I had such a loyal following. I never really gave up because I knew that there were people that were still watching. People who supported me like you, and there are people who just hates my gut for no apparent reason that I had to prove wrong. And both ways, the love helped fuel my fire and the hate helped flame my progress. So yeah, I do have a lot of thanking to do. I want to thank my subscriber, my viewers who's been there in day one. I do want to thank all the new subscribers that just joined the family and is supporting me now. But I also would like to thank the haters because without people telling me I couldn't do it, it wouldn't have made the challenge so much more fun and the success so much more sweet. So Bubblegum has a few assuming thing about my life. Number 1, you're always confident. False. Number 2, you never had the ugly duckling awkward phase growing up. False. I was always the ugly duckling till 6th grade. 3, you never asked a boy out. Boys probably always ask you out. Wrong. I actually asked a guy to be my Valentine in my 6th grade. I never had a crush on any boy. I don't like boys. They never liked me. We were just homeboys. They saw me as the same sex. So yeah, it was kind of sad. When I finally had the nerve to like a boy, he actually turned me down because he told me straight up I was his homeboy, and that broke my heart. But because he broke my heart, I became a girl, I became hot, and I broke his heart right back because he asked me the next year to be his girlfriend. I'm like, no. Revenge is sweet. But because of that boy, I do have to thank him. Because of him, I guess I changed myself into a girl to become his ideal type. But then when I became his ideal type, it opened so much door for me. And then yes, then I never had to court any boys. Then the boys constantly court me. But then again, I learned that, you know, if you work on who you are, you will have options to choose from. Because think about it, if you have nothing to offer, you're always going to be the one that's courting somebody, following somebody, slaving for somebody. But if you're someone who has it all, then people will do the same for you. Then they will do everything to make you happy. They will treat you like a god. They will treat you like a queen. So if you want to be treated like a queen, first build your resume. Become that perfect woman that every guy wants. And then you have so many guys to just choose from. Life philosophy, trust me, it works. You can still dance. You betcha I can still dance, you know? I can still rock my mommy hips. Yes, I remember hip-hop dancing way back then. I don't know if I can dance that well anymore because it does feel kind of weird to booty hop, but I will try it in the mirror tonight and I'll tell you, you know, in a later video how it went. You're working on a new business venture, boss babe. Yes, I am working on a new business venture and I will share it with you guys very soon. Priscilla Lovejoy, I assume you don't walk around with a stroller outside with your kids. Well, that is kind of true, but kind of false. It's false because I do walk around with a stroller with my kid. I actually enjoy taking them to the park every Sunday and we would walk as a family. And now that I have Kara, because Kara is not yet 3 months, that's why we haven't really done, you know, family stuff, and it's still the winter, honey. But yes, it's true because right now I technically do not walk my kid around with a stroller, but it's false because I do walk my kid around with a stroller because I do enjoy going out, go for a simple walk with my husband, with my children. I enjoy just people watch. That hasn't changed. I still like to sit there and just watch how other people live and just, you know, enjoy quiet time, read a book at the park. Sleeping Beauty Bella said, I know you work very hard. I mean, I know you live a luxury life now, but only after maintaining a career and working really hard to get there. Plus, you're still very humble. Thank you, darling. I think a lot of people see and view the things I post with such a negative eyes, maybe with a little bit of jealousy. When you dislike someone or when you're jealous, you tend to be a little more biased. And if I were to tell you, I think you look wonderful in that dress, if you didn't like me, you would think that me telling you you look wonderful is a sarcastic, like, oh, she's probably being sarcastic. If you don't like someone, it doesn't matter how nice they are to you, because you personally do not like them, you're gonna think negative of them. And vice versa, if you like someone, if I would tell you, girl, you look fat, you would understand that the reason why I say that isn't because I'm trying to bring your self-esteem down, but because I'm trying to tell you I love you, so I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because if I look like a hooker walking out of the house, if you were my friend, you better tell me you look like a hooker, change. That's what good friends do. So it honestly doesn't matter what I do and what I say. If you like me, then no matter what I do and what I say, you will accept and you will like me. If you dislike me for any reason at all, you know, even if you don't have a reason to dislike me but you do, it doesn't matter how nice or how great a person I am, you're not going to like me, because, well, the fault isn't with me, the fault is with you. And if you don't see that, well, I'm sorry. It's going to take longer for you, I guess. But if you don't like me, girl, you're going to have a very hard life, because my life is #winning right now, and you're going to be mad for a very long time. Michiru Sango said, you're rich. I'm middle class. What lashes do you have on here? In this picture, I have the Half-Seen by Bleaching Beauty. On this camera, right now, I have on the velour lashes. Passion ZB, you are a stay-at-home mom now. I am not a stay-at-home mom. I am still a boss babe, okay? Yes, I'm a full-time mom, but I'm still hustling. You went to college for accounting. No, I went to college for biology, well, biotech. And no, I've never went to college for accounting. If anything, I hated accounting. I hated XX, Isilla XX. Okay, here's some fun assumption. 1, deep down you're a tomboy. That is true. I am still a tomboy. 2, you secretly enjoy gardening. Yes, I do love gardening. I don't have the green thumb. Sometimes plants just die out of nowhere. I don't know why they die, they just do. Okay, God's like, it's time to go, and the plant just like expired. And you actually regret bleaching your hair. I do. I hated myself for bleaching my hair. It was so bad. My hair was falling apart. It was just so bad. Don't bleach your hair. Stay natural. You're beautiful the way you are. And you hate sport. Actually, I love sport. I love sport then. I love sport now. I'm a tomboy at heart. Girl, I'm gonna love sport. You know why? Because I like to win. Anything that I play, I want to win. If I don't, then I'm a bad loser. I'm a sore loser. I'm a bad sportsman. I have to win. I like sport. Yeah, my name Jeff. And you do it to maintain your beautiful body. My body is not in the best shape, and I'm not truly happy with it. It could be better. And no, I'm not trying to promote anorexia or bulimia, so please don't want to put word in my mouth. I'm just not happy with where I'm at or my physique right now. I feel like I can do better, and I will. And that is my personal choice. Peachy Jugs. You have an Android. Yes, I do. This is an Android. This is the Note 8. I cannot join the iPhone family because iPhones suck. I'm sorry. I just hate iPhone. And this beautiful case is by Velvet Caviar. Check them out. This is not a sponsored video, unfortunately. Velvet Caviar, sponsor me, please. I like your stuff. Could really use a little popper right there. You know, it would look really nice. But yeah, Lily gave me this case. I really love it, guys. Without the case, I've been dropping my phone way too many times, and I'm tired of replacing my Note, like for real. Samsung, can you like sponsor me? Thank you. Catty Kitty 27, you have had plastic surgery on your face. Yes, I have. I have my nose done. I had a muscle deformity in my eye that was it wasn't opening and closing correctly, and so I had it fixed so that I don't have to use my forehead muscle to open and close my eyes anymore. So yeah, if you want, I can link the video on here and here for you to check it out. So I have no shame. It's not that I'm promoting plastic surgery, but I'm promoting choice. And no, I'm not trying to promote plastic surgery. If you think you're beautiful, that's great. I'm not judging you, but for me, I felt like I could look a little better, so I wanted the knife. And no, it's not because I'm unconfident, but because it's my choice, it's my body, it's my money. So yeah, whatever God didn't give me, Bank of America, as well as Dr. Lee at Bundleboggy will. D. Shang, I assume that you are your parents' favorite out of all the children in your family. I assume you want more kids in the future. D. Unfortunately, I am not the favorite. Which Lily has to jump in to tell everybody that she's the favorite. It could be true, it could not be true, I don't know. But I do want more kids though. I hope I have resolved a lot of your assumptions. If you have any more assumption about me, go ahead and drop me a comment down below, and maybe I'll do a part 2 for you guys. So if you enjoyed part 1, go ahead and leave a comment, leave an assumption, leave something. But don't forget to leave a like, okay? You gotta like this video and click on that bell so that you can be notified anytime I have a new video up. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!